What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Annika, and this is going to be a energy reading for you specifically for the month of May. There's been so much happening in the cosmos, so many retrogrades, etc., and the energy is looking a lot lighter for May, and I think we're all going to have a lot of fun because we can also decide that. So if you're down for that, you can decide that with me. By the way, this is a Kim Krans inspired reading, and most of it is a Kim Krans inspired mini reading. We love the minis. If you like cards, I highly suggest these minis. They're so fun, and they have the exact same everything as the big ones do, but tiny. It's like the best thing ever. You can, they're pocket size. You can like carry this around in your pocket. It's the archetypes. You can carry this, not technically in your pocket, but you know what I mean, it's pocket size. If you have large cargo pants, you can bring these around in your pocket, but they're so small and you get all the benefits of the big deck, but mini. So today we're going to be using the animal spirit. We're going to be using her archetypes. We're going to be using tarot, the OG, Wild Unknown Tarot. We're going to do 3 piles for this reading. Pick the one that calls to you the most. Don't overthink it. Which one is calling out to you? Which one do you feel drawn to? Pick that pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. Okay, pile 1, we're going to start with you. If you picked the smoky quartz, I love this crystal. It's super protective, so let me just give you all the vibes of the smoky quartz, protecting you, cleansing you, grounding you. Okay, beautiful. The energy you're giving off for May is the lion. So this is a really powerful energy. The lion in this deck of cards represents self-mastery, both on a spiritual level and just like a personal growth and personal transformation level. It is the energy that shows others that self-mastery is possible. And it's the one that does what others won't so it can be what others can't. And it's this like regal, beautiful example for everyone to see their own potential. And the lion itself, it's like, why is it doing it? Also to see its own potential, because witnessing the unfolding of your own potential is one of the most satisfying things in this life, to continually discover just how great you can be and just how much there is within you waiting to, not even waiting, but that can be expressed and evolved into. We're basically infinite beings, right? So we get to witness, as we move through this journey of life, more and more of our infinite soul expressing in human form. And so the more that you do, the more that you express, the more that you master, the more of that gets to come through. And, you know, we get to be the vessel for that as we are taking the action to create, to change, to evolve, to transform, to learn, to become. But then at the same time, we're the witness that gets to like watch it all happen and basically blow our own minds. And that is the energy of the lion. It's blowing its own mind, it's blowing the mind of others, and the words are patient, regal, complete, master. We are in a 9 year. This is a year of mastery. So this is a really great energy to be holding, not even halfway through the year. That's incredible. You are holding this energy of powerful self-transformation, dedication to your own personal and spiritual growth. And sometimes this can be intimidating to others, but it is respected by all. And so that is satisfying in its own way, but it can also be lonely because you're respected by all, but you might feel intimately known by few, which personally I think is a beautiful thing. I mean, if you're putting so much energy into your own becoming, and then maybe something that you're creating, or many things that you're creating and offering in this world, a few good connections is oftentimes more helpful and less energetically consuming than many, many, many. And, you know, eventually we realize as we go through our life, there's only so much time in the day. There's a certain amount of energy you're working with. So you kind of do have to be conscious about the way you're doling it out. So anyway, this is a good thing. This is a positive thing. But sometimes if you become too withdrawn, that is where the energy can start to get blocked, or you might just start to feel isolated. And when we are feeling low, we're not having as much life force to make moves and do what we need to do in this life. Sometimes we need to have something outside of what we're dedicated to really remind us why life is so worth living. So the antidote to be feeling too serious or too withdrawn is daily meditation, so you can connect with the spirit, so you can be infused with that spiritual high frequency energy that can help you to do what you need to do. But also friendship, making that time to see others, making that time to connect and to relax and to have fun, but in a way that's really nourishing to you. Because if we feel like we need that and then we go out and get it in the wrong way, then we're like, oh, I don't want that at all anymore. I'm just going to go back to my withdrawn nature of being really hardcore and serious and into my routine and alone. But maybe it's just because you need to go about it a different way, because there are ways that your soul actually wants to have that experience that are going to leave you feeling elevated and even more inspired to quantum leap maybe in the routine you have or the plan that you have for yourself. It could be taken to a whole exponential level, versus if you never went out and had that experience. You never know who you're going to meet, what you're going to hear from somebody else, what synchronicities you're going to come across. So daily meditation and friendship are going to be energies that are, or experiences that are encouraged in May to help you continue to healthily embody this powerful energy of the lion. Then we have the Unseen as your archetype card. So the Unseen is indicating that you are going to be in closer connection with the etheric realms, with the energy that lies behind the veil. And what does this mean? It can be different for everybody. It could be an increase in synchronicities. It could be literally hearing messages from the other side. It could be receiving signs and symbols from your ancestors. You're very close to your spirit guides at this time and all the etheric beings who are assisting you on your path. None of us are doing this alone. So always remember, there are beings who love you, who on a really, really meta scale are you, who can see a lot more than you can see, who maybe know a lot more than you know, who are here to help you. You're going to have a strengthened connection to them in May. And so the daily meditation that I mentioned earlier is going to help with that even more, because you have this increased access and you're gonna have to quiet down to like really be able to receive the absolute most from this time when the communication is being increased. So pay attention to the signs, pay attention to the synchronicities. If you need help, ask for it out loud. You can bring in prayer, you can do whatever feels right to you. You can always just talk out loud to your guides, to your spirit team, to any ascended masters that you vibe with, to your ancestors, to your grandma, to God, like whatever feels right to you. This is going to be a time where you're able to get a lot of answers. I think oftentimes something really intense has to happen in our life for us to turn to the unseen realms. For some people, it's like literally when you're at the bottom of the barrel. The people who don't even believe in God, when the absolute worst is happening, that's when they cry out to some force that is beyond them. But you don't have to wait until that happens. Things can be going great and you can ask for help to see how you can make it better. And watch what starts to happen when you start to do that, because then things can just get better and better and better and better. We come into this human body where we have a limited perception, even though as we evolve, we're increasing our sensory perception, we're gaining extrasensory perception abilities. Eventually we're gonna, vibrate higher and be able to have a lot more etheric communication, a lot more all-seeing sight. We're going to be able to see the unseen, hear the unheard, know the unknown, but it's coming in little bits as we go. And there are beings in much higher dimensions who already have capacities far beyond what we do here. And we are here for a very specific purpose, because there's a lot you can learn when you're in a human body and you go through the amnesia of being born on earth. You don't remember, you can't fully see everything that's going on, and so you're learning and growing so much from this place of being like in this very dense 3D body. I say that the angels would like do so much to get a human body, so it's such a valuable experience. But you can take it to that next level when you remember that you have etheric support and you start to call upon it, because all of a sudden you have this level up in this video game simulation of earth. It's like when you're playing Jeopardy and you get a, I don't know if it's Jeopardy, but you know how you get like a phone a friend? It's like you realize you have unlimited phone of friends. So pick up that phone and just like pay attention to what's coming through, because you're gonna notice that you're getting a lot of magical support and communication from the unseen realms. For the tarot, I pulled, what are you deeply desiring in your soul? And which you already know, but sometimes having a reflection is able to make these things more clear. And then the advice for how to actualize this into your life in May, because we are such powerful creators. And so the more that we can tune into what we truly want and then be like, okay, great, I'm just gonna decide, I'm gonna make that happen for myself. And not only do you take action in the 3D, but you also take action from a manifestation level, whether it be with affirmations, visualizations, you just like starting to embody the self-concept of somebody who has that. That is like the creator consciousness of not looking externally for somehow, hopefully somebody gives this thing to me. Hopefully I meet somebody who can help me have that thing. Hopefully I meet a partner or a friend who's gonna help me access this experience that I wanna have. This is the game of starting to realize you have the power to create and manifest these things for yourself as a sovereign creator being. And then of course you will also, in your journey of manifesting all these things for yourself, creating all these things for yourself, you're gonna have outside support, but it's like you starting to tap into that vibration of what you want is what's gonna have the universe, God, the simulation bringing those things into your field, rather than you needing to control everything. You control your mind, you control your vibration, you start to feel and know and remember that you have the power, and that's your control. But you don't have to control the entire simulation to get what you want. We attract, and then we act. Okay, I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down. But if not, it's just planting seeds. So what you're deeply desiring, 6 of Cups, you're desiring a feeling of familiarity, of home, of a space where your heart feels safe, where you feel like people have your back. There's nothing for you to worry about. It's cozy. It's nice. Your inner child feels held. That's what you're craving. And then the advice for how to get that is the 3 of Cups. Spend time with those people that you have like that special kind of connection with. Spend time with those people. Make intentional effort to see the people that you know actually fill your cup. That when you leave spending time with them, you actually feel uplifted. You have new ideas. You see yourself even better than when you went into the hangout. People that you can laugh with. People that you just like know love you no matter what. Or those special like soulmates that maybe you're not even that close with yet, but it's like the connection kind of transcends the understanding of human time, because there's this deep soul recognition between you two. So those connections, seek them out and make it happen. Come out of your lion's den and come out of your routine and come out of your serious pursuit of your own greatness, and spend some time with people that you love, and you're gonna start to feed this part of your inner child that deeply desires this comfort and this familiarity and this connection. And when we feel safe, we're able to manifest so much more, actually, because when we feel unsafe, we're kind of like, no more, no more. You're kind of maxed out. You don't feel like you can handle it on an energetic nervous system level. But when you do feel safe and you do feel supported, you're in the receptive mode. And so much more fruit from you being a disciplined badass can start to come through and actually reach you. So that is the advice for you. And honestly, I feel like that kind of sums it up. I mean, like, spiritual and physical baddie who is doing so well. Like, congratulations, I see you. That's epic. And other people want to be able to experience you too. Other people want to be inspired by you. And there are people who are on your level who you're going to be inspired by too. So definitely come out of your shell, both etherically, hanging out with your etheric friends, being open to the etheric messages through meditation, through whatever works for you. And then also come out, hang with other people. It's going to create this incredible sense of home where you're going to thrive. You're already thriving, but that's your next level. That's what May is about, your next level. You're thriving on your own, and now it's time to realize that you don't have to be alone. Okay, much love, pile 1. And if you feel inspired to get a crystal for May, smoky quartz. Okay, pile 2. Here we go. You picked the selenite tower. The selenite is a very energy cleansing crystal. It's also a very affordable crystal. So if you need a crystal, if you are somebody who easily picks up other people's energies, a way to tell is that you often get tired when you're around other people, then you could use selenite. It's very good for cleansing your own field and then cleansing anything of yours too. So if you're somebody who likes a lot of used clothing, you like to thrift, you are a card reader, all of these things, everything picks up energy, everything is frequency, and you can just like wave it over it. You can cleanse your room, you can cleanse yourself. It's a great cleanser of other crystals. You can get some selenite, but I'm cleansing you right now. That's what this is. So sorry if it's like makes you dizzy, you can close your eyes, but I'm cleansing you. You're clean. So I'm just kind of amazed by your reading. The way the cards go together, it's so epic. Okay, so first of all, so lit. Just look into the green eyes, look into the fangs. You got the Black Panther. So this is your energy for May. And it's somewhat of an intense energy. I like intensity. Some people say Scorpio is like an intense sign, but like that intensity is like the obsession with something that leads to the most epic creations in this reality. Scorpio is very, I don't know why I feel like telling you this, but Scorpio is like very connected to obsession. But what I see is whenever somebody becomes so obsessed with something, you just become so good at it. And then what you create is absolutely magnificent. I mean, I think most people who create massive success in this world are obsessed with something. And then that thing, you put so much conscious energy towards it, so much intensity, and that intensity creates something that somebody who didn't have that intense energetic projection towards, because they were so into it, never could. So that was my whole soapbox spiel on the fact that there's no zodiac sign that does not have a positive aspect to it. Every single zodiac sign has shadow aspects and it has light aspects, and you know, it has things that if you are toxic, you're gonna embody the toxic reflection of that zodiac sign. If you're healed and open, there's like a divine, beautiful, completely amazing aspect of every zodiac sign. There's no zodiac sign that is worth another. So should I cut this out? Literally don't know why I'm telling you this. Maybe it's for a reason, so I'll leave it in. But there's just so much talk out there about certain tarot cards being bad, certain astrology signs being bad. Sorry, it's like, who decided? It's literally personal opinion. I promise you that. There is a positive and a negative polarity to everything down here, and your free will comes from what you want to look at and what you want to tap into. So even if you can't always control exactly what is happening, you can control the way you see it, and that controls your frequency, and then your frequency has a big influence on what comes next for you. So anyway, this was my long lead up into saying the baddie Black Panther has come into your life, and this is because you are going through a major transformation. And maybe that's why I was talking so much about Scorpio, because that is the sign of transformation. It's the sign of death and rebirth. Just like how in the tarot, the death card is actually positive because it's signaling a new beginning. And that's why I love the Tower card, because it means everything is about to crash down beyond our control. And you know what comes after that? The freaking star. And so you can honestly enjoy the tower burning down if you know that the star is going to come next. You're like, heck yeah, I literally have been bored. Like, I'm so ready for the star. Let's burn it down. Anyway, so this is coming in to annihilate and purge anything in your life that is no longer resonant with all of the things that you have been calling in and that you have been desiring. I pulled tarot for what you've been desiring, and you've been desiring Daddy Pentacles. This is somebody who is stable, who is secure, who is successful, who has that bag, who has the money, who has the resources, who's never, you know, patting his pockets down for spare change, because you got it. You have what you need and more. You have overflow. You are taking care of other people. And you are steady, and you're generous, and you are relaxed. There's not much to worry about because you are step by step taking care of everything. Everything's in order. Your life's together. You're good. You're good. And to the point where other people even lean on you, and you feel satisfaction from that. And so this has been what you have been desiring. This energy is coming in to annihilate anything unnecessary, purge anything unnecessary in your life, to get you to that next level where you can embody this Father of Pentacles energy. Because oftentimes when we ask for something, either concretely or our energy is just asking for it, we deeply desire it. If our life, which is just a reflection of us and the self-concept that we're embodying, is not in alignment with that, something has to come in. The universe has to serve us something to shake things up so that the old can clear out and we are prompted to birth ourselves anew, to become new, to make us see that this is not working anymore. And so this divine intervention is coming into your life. It says the panther won't stand to see our growth or energy stagnate. Instead, it pounces into your life and causes all kinds of havoc with the ultimate intention of bringing you to a more fulfilling life. It can be unexpected, uncomfortable, can sometimes feel devastating. That's up to you. But after the dust clears, it's easy to see the panther's wisdom at work. We've all been through these experiences that just make us better people. So essentially, when in balance, this energy is brave and it's productive. So if things are changing in your life, if things are coming to shake things up, you can choose courage and just productivity. Just align with the energy of purging things out that are unnecessary. Embrace it. Embrace it with courage, and then with productivity, help this panther energy purge what you don't need out of your life. It could be purging your closets. It could be a massive spring cleaning. It could be getting rid of that thing in your life you know isn't serving you anymore and has been really coming up and showing you, but you haven't been wanting to listen. The good thing about the panther energy is it will get rid of it for you if you won't. But you could be brave and productive and work in coherence with this energy, or if fear overtakes you, you can become self-destructive. So that's what we don't want to do. That's why we're doing this reading ahead of time, so you can decide not to be self-destructive and self-sabotage, because oftentimes when we don't feel safe or because our subconscious doesn't like change. Your subconscious mind always wants you to stay where you are. It'd rather have you be in a familiar hell than an unfamiliar heaven. And that's why we have to use our higher mind to override the subconscious mind and say, okay, I know my subconscious mind doesn't want to make these changes and it's freaking out and it wants me to self-destruct so that I stay where I am. But I'm not going to give in to that, because even though this process is unknown and I don't know where it's going to end up, I've already listened to this reading and I've been told that I'm being brought towards a more fulfilling life and that I will be better off. So instead, I'm just going to learn to enjoy the dissolving energy of life. If it's like we have creation, we have sustaining, and we have destruction, which just means that like it's when old things fall away. It's when somebody, this is getting so scorpionic, but like when we die and we get composted back into the earth, you know what I mean? That, and then it goes back into the cycle of life. Like it's a healthy level of dissolution, of destruction. If we still had everything we had since we were a little child, we'd be surrounded with like so much ish and so many people, and like everything would be so chaotic. There wouldn't even be room for everything. So help usher out the old. Help usher out the old. Activate your courage. Feel this Black Panther with you. There's nothing to fear. You have this homie with you. You are this homie. It's you. It's you, the greater you, that's coming in to help facilitate these changes. So merge with that greater you and be like, I'm with it. Let's go. Let's go. Grab the trash bag, throw it all out. To bring it into balance, get rid of the unnecessary. So that's your assignment. That's your advice. Get rid of anything unnecessary on all levels. So physical level, emotional level, mental level. So on the emotional level, breath work is great. On the physical level, spring cleaning, Avi, / relationships, jobs, you know what it is for you. So on a mental level, meditation, EFT tapping can clear out old beliefs. There's so many videos on YouTube. You're here on YouTube. Brad Yates is amazing. He has great tapping videos for any beliefs that you want to clear out. Really freaking exciting, and it really goes with your archetypes card, which is the threshold. You are literally on a sacred threshold to your next level in May. And it feels so weird to our human because our subconscious mind does not know what's going on. It's like there's a lack of familiarity. You are in between your last world and the next. So it's the liminal space. It feels like a limbo. And this is often the weirdest feeling, but truly such a life hack is to start to recognize this feeling of being at the threshold. And instead of freaking out, be like, this, even though this feels so weird, I know that what's coming next is amazing. And no matter what, you're gonna get into your next level and it's gonna be great. The reason that I'm encouraging you to like see it for what it is because you can also enjoy your right now. You can enjoy the liminal, you can enjoy the threshold. It's a powerful freaking time. It's a powerful freaking time. So even if you're like, I'm no longer where I was, but I don't see where I'm going, you are being guided, you are being shepherded. So your job isn't to necessarily figure out exactly what's next, it's to help to clear out all the old energy, all the old things, then trust that your frequency is going to take you to where you're going next. There is a guidance beyond us. That's why so many times when we feel like everything's ending and then a couple months later we end up in a better spot than we ever could have imagined, there is a greater hand at play. So trust it and enjoy being on the threshold. That is the beauty of being human. We're like some of the only beings that totally forget our divinity and don't have access to the greater picture. And it's because we wanted to go through the thrill of stepping through the threshold and not knowing what's next. There's so much to be learned. There's so much to be garnered. Trust, 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 trust. And then trust, activate your courage and be productive. Be like, okay, universe, we're going to the next level. I'm going to clear out my stuff. I'm going to help. I'm going to meet you halfway. I don't know where I'm going, but show me the way. Show me the way. I'll clear out my stuff. And I'm going to trust that I'm being taken to this next level, this new level of abundance, daddy energy. Whether you're a man or a woman, you got other people. We all need this Father of Pentacles energy. It's such a good energy. And for the tarot, it was like, okay, what are you deeply desiring? You're desiring this. You're feeling like you're like, I'm in this liminal space, nothing's secure. What you really want is this like security. It's coming. And also the advice of how to get there. This is the Seven of Swords. And I had actually pulled it reversed. And so this is kind of about secrecy. Like there's something being hidden. And the way that I interpreted this, because this is the advice of how to get to the Father of Pentacles, actually encouraging secrecy here. Make moves in silence. You don't have to tell everybody about what you're up to. You don't have to tell everybody about what you're going through. Connections with other people is great, but anytime that you are sharing so much personal stuff that you're going through, especially when you're going through a deeply transformative time, anybody's energy who you're interacting with is gonna start to influence your journey. People talk about the evil eye. It's an example that anytime somebody else knows about something in your life, their perception of it can influence the energy of it. And so you can save a lot of energy by making moves in silence, not oversharing about this transformation that you're going through, just doing your thing and letting it happen and letting it unfold. And then you can tell them all about it when you get there. You can tell them, you can buy them lunch when you're the Father of Pentacles. You know what I mean? Like they're going to be better for it too. It's not about anybody being bad. It creates all these unnecessary energetic cords, and you can go faster through this if you can still totally get support from other people, anything you need, but like you don't have to tell everybody every little detail. It's going to save you a lot of energy, and it's going to keep you a lot more clear as you cross the threshold. Honestly, this is freaking exciting. This is exciting because these energies don't come in for you if like it's not very important that you enter this next level. You ask for it on some level and it's being delivered. So have fun. I mean, this guy looks like a freaking good time. So anyway, be blessed. And this is honestly, the selenite goes with it too, because the whole like make moves in silence so that you can keep your energy clear, reinforced by the selenite, keeping your energy cleansed and clear. So because when you're moving through the threshold, you want just your frequency to be guiding you through, because what's on the other side is for you. It's your unique destiny. It's your unique unfoldment, and you don't need anybody else getting you confused. Even when you feel like you don't know, your innermost authentic energy, your soul is guiding you to where you need to be. Even if your mind, your human mind, can't fully grasp that. Trust it. And clean out your closet, clean out your room, clean it all out, clean out your car, clean out your mind, clean out your energy, breath work. Okay, much love to you, pile 2. Blessings. Mwah. My pile 3s. I don't know what crystal this is, but I love it. It kind of reminds me of like a sword. I don't know why, but like that's the energy it gives me. This reading is for my keepers of the flame, my mystics. Whether you know it or not, you are an old soul, creative, mystical, connected to spirit in a way that is maybe beyond the average person. The flame is basically the energy of spirit. It's the energy of spirit. It's the energy of the sacred. When you feel disconnected to the sacred and to a grander meaning of life, that's often a result of this flame having gone out. And all of our flames can get dimmer from time to time. It's our job to feed it, to tend to it. And the brighter that it is, the more we give off light to other people, and the more likely that they can catch a flame. Their flame can grow brighter, and on and on and on. And a keeper of the flame is somebody who came with the wisdom of this flame, even if you don't know it on a conscious level. You have the capacity to burn very, very bright and to help others burn brighter as well, to help others remember. But oftentimes we go through a process of forgetting when we're a keeper of the flame, because you have to learn for yourself how to tend to that flame. You might wonder, well, if I'm a keeper of the flame, why don't I remember? Because everybody forgets when they come here, except for some people, like Anandamaya Ma, who was at God consciousness from the point of popping out of the womb. Anyway, oftentimes our greatest lessons will become our greatest superpowers, and they're what we're meant to share, even on a frequency level. So you are a keeper of the flame. Welcome, fellow keeper of the flame. I see you. We got a lot of travel in your pile. The energy that you're embodying, May, is the zebra energy. Really fun energy. Eccentric, creative, visionary, young at heart, well-cultured, and undying curiosity about life. Being in your company is a delight. Anyone who's going to be in your company this month, it's going to be delightful. And just wait, if you haven't been feeling this way, you are going to feel this way in May. Be prepared. Your potent magic is contagious. And the energy of the zebra, it's potent magic and it's contagious. And you might soon find yourself in a faraway land on a mystical adventure before you can even blink. So this is the energy that's coming in for you, and also it's what you're attracting. So you're going to be embodying this energy, and it's very likely that this month is going to be a very magical month for you, in which there is so much exuberant life and desire awakening within you. It's going to be whimsical, and you're going to want to go on adventures. You might want to travel. You might meet somebody who is like, let's go. And when you feel that yes within, just make it happen. Just go. Just do your thing. Whether it's a creative project, whether it's a big trip, whether it is adventures locally, these magical opportunities are going to come through. And anything that you feel drawn to, do it, make it happen. It's going to create quantum changes in your life, expanding your worldview, having a blast. Anytime that we can be in a really high vibration, having a really amazing time, expanding our perspective, expanding our awareness, it shifts our life more than we could even know, because it's like you're beaming out these positive vibrations into reality. That all comes back to you. That all gets infused into your aura. That all is blessing the planet, blessing the earth. It is a psyop that life has to be hard, that you're not succeeding unless you are suffering. It literally is a psyop. Remember, decide, you can have fun. You can be creative. You can indulge yourself. You can have a good time. Doesn't mean that you're not going to make a lot of money. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have a big impact. All the things that you want, do you want to have them and be like a Scrooge? Or is that not even something you admire? Would you rather have all the things that you want and be positive, creative, open, adventurous? You can have it all and you can be it all. These things are not mutually exclusive. Going on a grand adventure, embracing this zebra energy, is incredibly productive. The flame is calling you. The flame is everywhere, and the flame knows what's going to help ignite it. And this is the most valuable currency in the universe, is this spiritual flame. That's what they won't teach you in school, that this is the most valuable currency. It's the infinite life force within you that will constantly create magic and opportunity in your life, and also allow you to enjoy this magical, mystical human experience. When the flame is off, you're like, what is the point of life? Like, what is going on down here? It's freaking weird. I don't want a part of it. That literally, your flame has just gone dim. And there are practical ways that you can light it up. Yours is lighting up. That's basically what your reading is saying. I mean, let me just break it down for you. So this tarot card I pulled is for what your soul is deeply desiring. And this is the Six of Swords. And this can mean that you potentially have been going through a hard time. Maybe you've just been tired. Maybe you've been unwell. Maybe you've been like a little bit down. We're getting out of winter right now. It's almost about to be May, but this is a timeless reading. Maybe you just like haven't been feeling that hot. And maybe it's been even worse than that. And I am painting a light picture. What your soul wants is the rainbow. It wants the hope. It wants to get out of, it wants to feel good again. It wants to feel like there's something to look forward to again. That's what it wants. It wants the travel. It wants the excitement. It wants anything but what it's been experiencing. And the advice is the sun. We have the sun and we have the flame. Get outside, live your life. Bask in the spiritual energy that is both our sun and that is also all the beautiful, exciting things that your zebra energy is calling you towards. Let yourself shine and let everything else shine upon you. You are coming back to life. This is a very good omen. New vitality is coming through. Spiritual energy is coming through. Good times, good people. Let yourself receive it. Let yourself enjoy it. Let it flood through you and let it flood back out from you into the universe. Just be present. Say yes. Follow the pings. Follow the curiosity. It's going to be amazing. Let your soul, let your flame burn bright once more, because it's inevitable. It's going to happen. Give yourself to it. Max it out. Flame max. These are like high spiritual energies. And spiritual energy is like the most ecstatic force in the universe. It is the infinity that you actually are. And the more that you expand and the more you light your flame, the more of that energy you get to embody in human form. And that's when you become just the brightest force on this planet. You can light thousands, millions of other flames. That's the name of the game here. The Buddhist said there only needed to be one flame to therefore from that flame light everybody's flame. But there are many of us here, and at times our light has gone dim, and we've turned it up once more. Now we're here to keep turning it up. There is no limit, and the more that we burn bright, the more we're going to help other people do the same, so we can enjoy this human experience, so we can remember our powers, so we can expand, so we can evolve individually and collectively. Walking each other home vibes. Okay, so then the other archetype you got, you're the only one who got 2 archetypes. So the other one that popped out with the flame, you keeper of the flame, is prayer. You have powerful spiritual connections. You have powerful etheric beings who are with you, because when we come down here to be this force, this light, there's so much support that surrounds us. And everybody has support, but you have high beings supporting you, and they can help you through prayer. So prayer helps us to expand beyond our limited self and open to receive assistance from so many beings who are literally like, it's their only job to assist us, but we actually have to ask. So connect to prayer in whatever way feels good for you, but open yourself to that energy, because that is also going to help literally stoke that flame so hard, and it's also going to help you come into contact with more and more of this zebra energy that literally just wants to take you on a massive freaking ride this May. Magical adventure. That is the theme for you. It is going to be gorgeous. I mean, this is an illumination. So shine on, baby. See you on the next one. Mwah. Okay, you guys, as always, I like to do a collective reading, but I'm not gonna lie, it's getting late, my mouth is dry. We're gonna have to do rapid fire. Okay, I love this for the collective. We got the dragonfly. We're transforming. The dragonfly is a very good omen. We're reaching a new spiritual level. When you see a dragonfly, you know, it's like the matrix shifty moment where you're like, ooh, like, there's magic in the air. Things are shifting. We don't know exactly where they're going yet, but the dragonfly is here to tell you that you are transforming on an etheric level, and that is going to bring massive changes into the physical reality. You can trust that it is your higher self, your greater consciousness that knows all, that is guiding you. The more that you can connect to that greater expanded version of self, the more positively this transformation is going to unfold. So we want to continually, like every day, plug into our infinite self. This can be through meditation, through prayer, any sort of way we can establish that connection for ourselves, it allows this kind of leap in our consciousness to be that much greater. It's kind of like how we get to that next level. So plug in. And also, maybe you'll see some dragonflies around. Comment below if you start to see some dragonflies after this reading, or you have before this reading. Okay, the Chariot also came out, so keep going. You're transforming, keep going. Even if you can't see the crystallization of what's new, these are cards that indicate these are positive movements you're making on every single level. So no matter what way you are transforming or your life is transforming, just keep going. The Temple. Okay, so just like what I was saying, connect to your infinite self every day. Where do we do this? Where was this always done? The temple. So enter the temple every day. This can mean anything for you. You're meditating, you're entering the temple. The space is sacred because you decide it's sacred. You can enter the temple in any moment. In the temple of your mind, connect to the infinite. Start to establish and open that connection more and more and more and more. Even those of us who are very seasoned in these spiritual endeavors sometimes forget to visit the temple. You should be doing it every day. You can do it from your room, you can do it from your bed, but like, it's nice to have an altar. It's nice to connect in a space that feels good to you. So maybe make your own little temple. And that temple can just help support you on your journey of transformation and be that space that you return to as you keep moving forward. What if instead of putting yourself at the center of your spiritual practice, you put God, Goddess, or nature at the center? How would this change your approach? Such is the energy of agape. It is alive when we are in awe and wonder, our breath taken away by the sacred force that surrounds us and asks us for nothing in return. This card can indicate a spiritual initiation that stretches your capacity to love and serve. You sense the earthly as the heavenly and vice versa. You are merging heaven and earth. Such an initiatory moment can happen in your consciousness. That's where it all happens. Such an initiatory moment can appear in any form, and like a healing balm to the modern soul, its effects last a lifetime. Literally, reassess what you worship every day. Literally, what were we just saying? Go to the temple. There you go. That's that. Okay, that's agape. Now we gotta go to Anima Mundi, which I think is literally one of the last cards. LXX. Oh my god, it's the last card in the deck. Bro. Anima Mundi epitomizes the principle accept all, reject none. Simply put, it is the living soul of the world in all its multifaceted, multidimensional layers, bonded together by loving cosmic forces. Diversity is celebrated, multiplicity is honored, and nothing is denied embrace. Constructs of separation dissipate into the wonderful mess of shared consciousness. Anima Mundi is the link between the literal and the imaginal, the rational and the mythic. It is the connective fiber that makes life meaningful. This card indicates an initiation on the level of the soul. You will awaken the radiant. Where do you go for initiation, you guys? You will sense yourself. Oh, you will awaken to the unique light within and witness how this light contributes to the radiance of the entire universe. You will sense yourself as a critical note in the cosmic orchestra. Destiny is altered as you hear the enchanted melody of all living things. That gives me chills. There's no explanation needed. I found the greatest moments of knowing are like no thought. It's like almost like the realization that happens. It's just like this moment of awe, and you can feel this like energy moving through your body, and it's like, whoa. And there's no words you can really even put to it, because this life is a song. Anyway, the Matrix is what tries to take you away from agape. It'll tell you that you're separate. It'll tell you you're in competition. It'll tell you that you're good and somebody else is bad. It'll tell you that somebody else is good and you're bad. These are inherited beliefs. God is everything. God is absolutely everything. And anything that we judge is a part of ourselves that we put in our shadow. and told ourselves we are not allowed to be. The mind can always find a reason to judge. It's the heart that has no judgment. The heart is the fifth dimension. The mind is what keeps you locked in the matrix. You can use it if you operate from the heart and use the mind to operate from a higher dimension. Because eventually, when you wake up from this dream, you'll realize that everything was you. And of course, you're in a state of individuation, but that is why the judgment of another, all you're doing is judging yourself. All you're doing is condemning yourself. The moment that you stop judging something, it's the moment that you stop attracting it into your life, into your sphere. Of course, you could say there's justified reasons to judge things, but I promise you, it's a bottomless pit. You will never get to the end of it. The real hack is the agape. It is the realizing that this is all one divine song being played from the same instrument, different notes, creating this incredible symphony. There's no need to do anything except for open ourselves up to the absolute awe of that, and the absolute awe of everything, and the absolute sacredness of everything. And if this came out and all of this, it's like you're gonna be having that experience. This is like crazy. Whoever showed up to the collective message, this is a spiritual message unlike anything I've come across. I mean, like, this is a new level of consciousness, of realization, of like actual deep realization of the sacredness of all things. And like, that's an experience that can never be unexperienced. You know when you've met somebody who's had that experience and who knows that versus somebody who hasn't, because it truly is an experience. It's not really something you can mentally quantify. And that's why people argue all day about the nature of God and spirituality, because it's like, if you haven't experienced it, there's nothing to argue. I totally understand why you don't, why you think that it's BS, 100%. But if you're literally watching this right now, you're gonna be having that experience. You're probably somebody who's already had that experience, but you're about to have it on a whole other level. I love you so much. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.